guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating an apartment, and this one is for a smaller blended family. So I've done a bigger blended family apartment before, and since I did that one, I actually wanted to do another one. I kind of want to do more because with blended families you can do a lot of different family combinations, a lot of different dynamics and so on. So I kind of want to do more. If you have a fancy one or like a special one, let me know in the comments, because I feel like if we work together, we can come up with a lot of different dynamics. Today's one is pretty simple. It's two parents that have had previous marriages. One is a little bit older than the other one, so they came with a teen, and then the other one came with a pair of younger twin children. And I have a feeling that the teen doesn't really get along with the children very well. It's not like you can't really see it in the rooms per se, but it's just a feeling that I have. I don't really know why. It's kind of reminding me a little bit of like a Cinderella story, except from the fact that the teen is loved by their parent. I don't know if they're doing okay with the other parent though. Like I'm gonna let you guys decide that, but I do feel like they're doing okay. So it's not all like unhappy vibes and stuff. I've also done a hated child family home before that was inspired by Cinderella. I kind of want to do more of like modernized Disney Princess story houses or Disney Princess story inspired houses. You get what I mean? I kind of want to I kind of want to do more of those as well, because it's quite fun to do those, but not right now. Today we are decorating this apartment for the blended family. So I hope you guys will like it. It's probably the favorite outcome of this, or the favorite version, my personal favorite version that I've done of this apartment. I can't really see what the number is in the upper left corner because the screen is very small right now and very blurry, but it's a Hakim House, I'm pretty sure. And if it's too small for you as well, you can either read it in the description down below, or yeah, you can read it in the description because I always write that information, especially with apartments. I actually give the specific address because I don't ever change the names of the apartments. I just leave the actual addresses on the apartments. Like even when I upload them to the gallery, they're still called the address. So I never change the name of them. It's something different with houses because the different lots don't really have proper address. They have house names or lot names, but no like proper addresses. But with the apartments, I always leave the addresses. So they're super easy to find in-game, whereas with builds and lots and stuff, it might be a little bit more of an issue, and you kind of have to figure it out yourselves a little bit. But I always write the world and the lot size when it comes to houses, but always include the address when it comes to apartment builds. So it shouldn't be too difficult to find. I kind of had a panic moment when I started editing this video because I started decorating this apartment pretty late yesterday. I had to work on some other stuff, and so the clocks went back an hour yesterday. That happens at 3 a.m. I was still up. Like, I'm a night owl. I'll gladly admit that, whatever. I still get my sleep, so it's fine. Although I wish sometimes I was a little bit better at going to bed early, because I feel like I wake up and everyone's already halfway through their day a little bit. But anyways, these days it's particularly bad, but it's fine. So I get by. It's okay. So anyways, I was still up when the clocks went back an hour, and basically when you record videos, so the files are called like 2020, 2510, so 2020 because that's the year we're in, and it's 2510 because it's the 25th of October, and then after that is the timestamp of when I started recording that video clip. So I never do all my video in just one long clip because that's really frustrating to edit through, because you have to sit here and actually watch every single second to make sure that you get out all the breaks. So I take a lot of I stop and start recording a lot. But because the clocks went back an hour, suddenly my files changed from being like 255 to 201, and it mixed it up completely. So I thought for a second when I pulled them into the program, we were halfway through with this room, and I was like, no, did I not record this? No, you could not. I swear I recorded it. So I kind of I had a panic moment, and I went through all my files on my computer and searched and everything, and I found out they were in the folder. They were just at a different timestamp. So that was a little bit confusing, but I got through it. We got through it, and I just hope that everything's in order in this video. If it's not, that's why, and I've just not noticed, but it should be. Also, I want to say some things about this apartment. I kind of tried to go for a color scheme that I haven't really tried out before, because I only do orange, yellow, and red. I think I talked about this in yesterday's video as well, but I only really do those colors when it comes to like fall builds. So this is not supposed to be a fall build per se. You can use it as an autumnal build. I'm kind of stuffy today, so if I mess up words, that's why anyways. Or it's just because I can't English. Could be either, I don't know, whatever, moving on. So anyways, this is not necessarily supposed to be a fall inspired build or an autumnal build, because usually when I do those, I'll often do them as houses, especially cottages, because those are very easy to turn very cozy and like warm and just, I don't know, very cozy antique kind of looking, and that's just fall vibes to me personally. Sorry, I just punched the microphone. I'm pretty sure you heard that, but we're moving on. So yeah, this is not supposed to be that, but I started out, I think I went for like beige and green for the color scheme, and I was just sitting here like, I've done this color scheme a million times before. I need to do something else. I need to just try out something new that I wouldn't like normally think of. So I ended up going for, I think it's like a weird mix of yellow, orange with a very little bit of red, and then beige for like, or like white, light wood tones, not white, light wood tones, which is what I call beige wood, whatever. And then also gray and white and slightly orange walls. So it's a very warm apartment. I do feel like it's very cozy because of the color scheme. The style is a little bit all over the place, but I still feel like it works because the color scheme is pretty consistent throughout the whole apartment. So that kind of ties everything together, even though the furniture styles that I went for don't necessarily fit together. You can see it in this room, like right here. You have the chair that's by the window in the corner. It's standing next to, or I placed it next to a plant. I think I don't actually know if I placed down the plant already, but there'll be a plant over there in the corner with the windows, perfect placement, whatever, because you know, the plant is getting sun. I hope it's a plant that can handle a lot of sun. It doesn't really matter in The Sims. Moving on. Okay, so you have that chair. The chair is definitely more on the modern side, along with the bed here and also the dressers, or not the dressers, bedside tables, definitely more on the modern side. But then you have the bookcase and also the dresser. I chose the ones from Cats and Dogs, so they have kind of like a grandma vibe to them. I want to say that they're coastal, maybe with a vintage vibe to them, and you have two like completely opposite styles all of a sudden. But I feel like it still works because the color scheme is consistent. It might just be me. The apartment is definitely a little bit eclectic. I mean, the mirror on top of the dresser as well is definitely more on the modern side too, but sometimes it's just, it's all in good fun. Not everything has to be matchy-matchy, except from the color scheme today, because I just wanted to make sure that it all worked together in some way. So also, I think this might be like the third time that I'm using this fireplace, but since I placed a fireplace in yesterday's build, I was really in the mood to place one in this one. So I just felt like it gives cozy vibes, like the thought of them having the fireplace on right before they go to bed or something, and they just, I don't know, cozy up with a book or something. It's really appealing to me, so I felt like they just needed one in this apartment. That one is from Eco Lifestyle, by the way. The reason I haven't really used it a lot is because it's a single tile fireplace and you can't place anything above it, so I can't use it the same way that I use the other fireplaces, and therefore I haven't really figured out how to use it, but I do like it. It's different and I appreciate that. So which bedroom are we starting out with? We're doing the kids' room first. Okay, so this is just pretty straight, very yellow kind of, with a little bit of orange in there, and they have some toys. I actually decided to give them, again, the Eco Lifestyle castle, what's it called? Not castle, dollhouse, because it does have an autumn swatch that's orange. So it kind of fit the whole rest of the apartment. Otherwise, I would have gone with the base game one that looks like it's for toddlers more than children, because that does have both a yellow and a red swatch. However, the rest of the dollhouse is very green, and I feel like that would have stood out a little bit too much in this room. So it's not because we're doing an autumnal build today, although it definitely does have a little bit of that vibe. I'm gonna blame it on the color scheme, but you know, whatever. A girl's gotta do what a girl gotta do. So I just really enjoyed decorating the apartment in this kind of different sort of color scheme to what I'm usually doing. But yeah, I feel like that dollhouse is just, there's something about it that I really like. However, I feel like if I was a kid, I probably wouldn't want a dollhouse made out of cardboard, but it's really cool to look at. I like this one a lot more than the other ones because it stands out because it's made of cardboard. So I don't know, I feel like it's cool. I wish I had room to place down some desks in here, but I'm counting on the children doing their homework in the kitchen / maybe the dining area, which is pretty much the same room, so I don't know why I split the two up, but like they could sit at the dining table before they have dinner or something and do their homework. Usually though, I do like to put a desk in the children's bedroom, but I just feel like it was either the dollhouse or the desk, so which one would the children like the most? I think they would lean towards the dollhouse probably, so it's a little bit more fun than doing their homework, right? So the last one of the bedrooms is this one for the teen, and I feel like the teen is just about to be an adult, or young adult, sorry, so they're probably almost about to go off to university, live their life there. They're probably really excited about getting away from their step siblings because, like I said, I feel like they don't really get along, but it's just a feeling. You can't really see it in the build, so like if you haven't listened to the voiceover and then go download it off the gallery, you wouldn't be able to tell, but it's just like, it's a feeling. Let me know if you see something else. I don't know, it's just me. So I decided to put, even though I know that I often make rooms for more creative teens, so they either have like easels or, I don't know, the keyboard or maybe some guitars or something, I did go for the same kind of vibe because they have a lot of plants. So first of all, I decided to make a little plant corner over under the window because I feel like the teen is a little bit of a plant nerd, and the best way to make sure that the plants get sunlight is to place them in the windowsill, so at least the ones that can handle it. So yeah, we don't really have windowsills in The Sims. I think we have a couple of windows that may have something that we could fake to look like windowsills, so I kind of had to improvise it a little bit. I just used a shelf, super simple, but decided to place some plants over there. And then other than that, since I already decided that they were a plant lover, I was like, maybe they like to play like folk music or something like that too. They could be into like folk rock or something. They could also be into a completely different genre. We don't really have a lot of posters that's just one singular genre, so it's kind of difficult to decide that they're into one specific kind of music. So it could also be that they're just into all kinds of music. But I do feel like it went along with, or it went well with the plant situation, obsession, fixation, whatever. So I decided to place some music posters here and there and also give them a couple of guitars. I'm still hoping for a pack at some point. I don't think we're gonna get it with Snowy Escape just because it kind of doesn't go with the theme of the pack. But I do hope at some point that we'll get a pack that comes with a lot of more different kinds of music instruments, like a drum kit and a bass. That would be so cool. I would love that. Like, imagine having a garage. Like, I already kind of struggle with how do I decorate garages and stuff, and I feel like a garage band would be so cool to have. So just like, we need the instruments and maybe some clutter pieces, and we can make garage bands. That would be so cool. Still waiting for that hobby pack. I'm counting on them coming with the hobby pack, but I don't know if there's gonna be a hobby pack at some point. So anyways, we are at the end of the video though, so if you like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it, you can do better. Let me show